I found these frames while visiting my son in New Hampshire. These were at the Dollar General and I couldn't pass them up. I checked all of my Dollar Generals in my area and none of them had frames like this. I just love them. I wish I could have bought like 20 of them. So I'm going to take off the $6 sticker. To me, they're worth like $100. I just love them. Sorry. And this craft paper I had in my stash, I got at Goodwill like a long time ago. And I think I paid $10 for like a copious amount. I swear I have like probably 40 pounds of paper that will last me my entire lifetime. And I'm using the backing of the frame to measure out my paper. And I'm going to cut it out and just make sure that it fits my frame perfectly. I've also used frames similar to this that I found at Hobby Lobby. They're, the wedding style that you can usually get like 40% off. And like you can take off the writing that's on the front of them and they're just perfect. Or you can use your image over the glass. However, we're using these ones today, and this transfer came, I want to say it came out of one of my IOD books, but I could be wrong. And I'm putting it right on top of the glass. Like, I love almost the 3D effect that it gives with the paper in the background and the image on front. And these transfer onto glass like butter, no resistance at all. And then, of course, make sure you burnish it once your image is on. And I'm setting that glass right back into the frame and putting my image on the back. And that is it. Super easy and beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love these. Look at that. For our second frame, I'm going to use these beautiful images. These are from Redesign's Village of Wonder MIDI transfers. There's so many beautiful houses and lampposts and trees, just a lot of fun images that you could use for just about anything. One thing though, with Redesign's transfers, you need a prepped surface. Not so much on glass, but everything else, you need to make sure that you have your surface sealed, whether you use polyacrylic, um, Paint Couture's Extreme Garden Satin, DIY liquid patina, you name it. Just make sure you have a sealed surface. But glass, not concerned. So I'm going to set this right onto my clean glass and then begin rubbing and pull back on that transfer sheet. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful, super easy, and just make sure you burnish your image down. And then I'm going to choose this cute little pine cone. It just looked like it was missing something up top there. If you wanted to recreate this, you don't necessarily have to put it directly on the glass. You could actually paint the glass if you wanted to, although you'd want to make sure that your glass it has a nice sealer down before you put your paint. And of course, seal over your paint. But, just make it whatever you want it to be. It'll be beautiful no matter what. And then for this one, I thrifted this paper as well, and I absolutely love it. I think it's by Tim Holtz, and it's almost like a wallpaper. It's very heavy duty, and I love it. So I chose this piece, and I know it probably doesn't look like it would go with my next image, but I think it pairs beautifully, and I love how like vintage it looks, and yeah, it's perfect in my opinion. It's perfect. Look at that. I love it. I love it, guys. And I love the other one, but I honestly think I'm in love with the second one. All right, I'm going to go over everything with Paint Couture's Extreme Garden Satin, and that tries clear, but it does have like a bit of a matte finish. I didn't want this to be highly like shiny, glossy that you get with glass. I wanted to just take that down a notch, and the Extreme Guard worked perfectly for that. And this color is Black Pearl. It's a metallic paint by Paint Couture. And as you can see, I'm using my finger to apply that to all the high points and just off balance that gold a little bit and going all over the sides. I considered using my bronze metallic paint for this, but I think this black metallic paint was just perfect for this. I think it suits. There's some black in the images and it kind of brings that forward. And the same thing with the second image, you got that brighter color yellow that also brings forward the lighting in the windows. So I think overall everything complements the images and the frames nicely. And I have that wet wipe. I'm able to pull back a little bit of that black, but I do go back in and add a little bit more. But I absolutely love these. Let me know what you think. And here they are all finished. Let me know if I inspired you in some way. And thank you for spending part of your day with me. Until the next one, bye.